Hey, Hometown History Hunter here. Digstock V 2023 is over, and I didn't find much of anything worth of value. So what I'm going to do for my Digstock video is I'm going to do everything from day one, with the meet and greet, the night hunt, and it'll pretty much be pictures. There will be a little bit of a video because it'll be with Matt Jones going through and telling everybody what to expect and the rules and regulations type of thing. It'll be painting the crowd. And at the end of the video, you'll see what I did find. Just be a picture, but I had fun. It was enjoyable, and I got to meet, like I said, a lot of people. And again, that's what it's all about. So enjoy the Digstock video that's about to follow. Hey guys, Hometown History Hunter here. Finally made it to Digstock 5 in North Carolina. It is basically the first day of Digstock, Thursday. There will be no digging today, but there is a night hunt which I plan on attending. I'll swap it around and I'll show you what we've got. So as you can see in the video, a lot of people, a lot of things to do here, a lot of land. So this should be an interesting event. It should be fun. As the days go on, I will keep the videos going and keep everybody updated. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thousand acres to explore with 150 home sites from the early 18th century right on up into the 20th century.
Yeah, so here we are at the pre-brief meeting for the weekend.
And there are plenty of undocumented and undated sites as well. Now, if any time during this meeting you can't understand me, as my North Carolina slang does tend to come out, just raise your hand and I'll give you a interpreter up here. So while we can't guarantee you guys that you'll find that find of a lifetime for the weather, we can guarantee you with an experience unlike any other out there. We would not be able to make it possible without all the wonderful participants and guests and sponsors and vendors that come to our event. So from the bottom of our heart, we sincerely thank you guys for being here. So after this meeting is over with, we're going to do some door prizes before we go into the seated hunt, the seated night hunt and rules. And before we get into the rules, we're going to talk about the black bags that you receive. So within those black bags, you have a note to hat, an LDMA advertisement, a Digstock sticker, a Riker case, and a brochure. So that brochure has a schedule on it, has porta potty locations on it, token information, a map legend, and an address back to the main road out here. Now we will try our best to stick strictly by that schedule, but please understand when we create these schedules, it's months in advance, so we try to do the best we can, but it may fluctuate a little bit here and there, so just kind of bear with us. Under the main headquarters tent here, there is a large 45 by 45 map. A lot of people have asked for a hard copy of that map. The reason that we didn't print on hard copy is because it would take 17 pages of full color to print one of each of those for everybody here. And that's 750 times 15 pages. So we've made one big map. We advise you to take a picture of that map, as your internet service might not be very good throughout the property. And you can zoom in, take multiple pictures of it, zoom in, and as you get a signal, you can reference that to your Google Maps. So the following are the rules of the hunt. And while some of these may sound very silly and unnecessary, we have to say them because of things that have happened in the past. So do not speed on this dirt road. This is an active working farm. There is machinery here, there's dogs here, there's children running about. Just please respect the property owner here. It's a privilege that we are here, so please respect his land just as if it was yours, and try not to speed. Iron drops. So at every parking area, there will be a denoted orange emoji of a man with a trash can. Iron drops will have 3 white stakes, just like the white stakes that you see this yellow ribbon on, around a black bin. That's where you can throw your iron that you have dug out of the field, either iron or your aluminum. Now, please don't back your trucks up there and throw your Krispy Kreme boxes and your wife's used stuff in there. Just, whatever you dug out of the field. I have to say it because it's happened. Water drops. So we know that it is cooler outside, but it is very easy to get dehydrated. So at every porta potty drop, there is 2 cases of water at each porta potty. There's also cases of water up here. Feel free to take 2 or 3 bottles of water with you throughout the day. Please don't be greedy and snatch the whole case and put it in your truck. Just take what you need. So each participant should have gotten the link to our interactive Google Maps. Now these maps can be opened on your smartphones via Google Map on your mobile device, and they will track anywhere on the property. On this map there are several pins, and we'll talk about those pins now. So each field is numbered. In case you should have a medical emergency, or you have a buddy that wants to, you find something significant and a buddy wants to come, you can tell him that field number so you can find it more easily. Rather than just saying, I'm down the road by a big pine tree. You can give him a field number and we can assist you better. There are question marks on these maps. The question marks are unknown LiDAR anomalies. Now these could be on road beds, or they could be tree stumps, they could be cellar holes. There aren't many cellar holes in North Carolina, however they do exist. In the 30 years that I've been doing this, I think I've seen about 6. So they are here, but they are very, very rare. So the blue lines on your map, those are parking. They are donated with a blue line with the letter P. Blue circles with 2 people are schoolhouses. Now these schoolhouses are, I would say, 1920 or before. They are segregated schools. Some are black schools, some are white schools. There should be some good stuff around the schoolhouses. Any field that you see an arrowhead in, that indicates that we found Native American evidence there, either pottery or flints or shards or something of that nature. Porta potty locations are pinned on the map via an orange circle and 2 people. Orange houses on the map are 1864 or before. Yellow houses are named houses, which are 1905 or before. So that was, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but in North Carolina, when the surveyors came around, they offered these people that lived in these houses an opportunity to get their name on these maps. And if you were dirt poor, you just got a black dot. If you were middle class, you got your name in block letter. If you were rich, you had your name spelled out in cursive on the map. So on those maps, if there's just a black dot, or there's a, let me get the color right here. If there's a black dot or a green house, those are the poor people. If it was a yellow house, they were middle class. If it was orange, they had money. So that's where if you're wondering about hot spots, that's where your coppers and your silvers, any buttons and all that's probably going to be. So porta potties, there are 20 porta potties on this property. There are 20 here at HQ right over there, and there are 10 throughout the property. There is a his and a hers. Guys, if you know what it looks like when we go there and use the bathroom. So if you go in one, it looks like a bunch of guys in there. Please give the ladies some respect. They don't want to sit on that kind of stuff. So just help them out. That was a request by a bunch of ladies at the last time. Parking. So we have tried to provide ample parking for everyone to make walking not as bad as it could be. Now please, be aware there is 7,000 acres here, and we can't put everybody right on top of where they want to go. So there is going to be some walking involved. Now with that being said, the property owner here has spent a lot of money on these roads. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever bought dirt or not, but dirt from that highway all the way down here, isn't cheap. So if it's not denoted as a parking area on the map, do not go on it. Now, I cannot stress this enough. If you see a little culvert, it goes off in a farm field. We're not trying to be mean, but if you pull off in a place that is not parking, your vehicle will be towed. Okay, we will have it towed at your expense. So, please park in the designated parking areas only. And we cannot tell you that you can't park on the side of the road. If you decide to do that, that is your choice. But we do advise that you get all 4 tires off the blacktop, as it's controlled by the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, and then it's up to you. This road that's directly behind us on these woods over here, there's another dirt road that's directly behind this church. It is not a private road. It is a public road. It is one of the only dirt roads remaining in North Carolina. So if you choose to park on that road, just realize that it is public and it is not private. Okay, restricted areas. So on your maps, you'll see some places that are surrounded by red. These red areas include houses that are currently being lived in, or livestock, or equipment barns, or something like that. Please don't enter these red areas, especially around honk houses. There is a doctor's house that I noticed on the map that is behind some honk houses. Do the best you can to get as far around the hogs as you can, because people from different countries and different states bring diseases in, and we don't want to be stuck with that $40,000 hog bill. They have to end up getting a disease. Trespassing. So again, this is something that should be common sense, but please don't trespass. There's plenty of land here. The grass isn't always green on the other side. We did have someone last year at our event in Peru that was bragging about going and trespassing to another individual. They got caught by the landowner. They offered some relics that they found. They still got run off. But if you are caught trespassing outside of our property, you will be asked to leave, and you will be banned from Digstock and all future events moving forward. Again, we're not trying to be mean, but you got to keep it fair, and it looks bad for the hobby and it looks bad for us. So this one. So this one is going to sound the silliest of all. However, it has to be talked about. So 2 of our events that we have had so far. Pretty much, if you purchase fines off of eBay or Etsy or a local shop or a Civil War store, and you plan on planting them in the ground for self-fame or whatever, please don't do it, okay? It makes us look bad, it makes you look bad, and believe it or not, there are people in this hobby that are very jealous of the success that Digstock has gained, and there are people that are sitting behind their computers as we speak that are looking for fines to come out of the ground to cross-reference them on eBay and Etsy and everywhere else. And as soon as they see them, there's going to be this huge stink. And then we'll have to reach out to eBay, and it just please, if you brought relics from home and you want to plant them, just don't do it here. Go to somebody else's home and do it. And we are very transparent, so just beware if you're listening to me and you don't think we'll do it. We will call you out online about it. We will put your name out there. So speaking of planting, nothing on this property is planted. Okay, this property is 100% natural finds. What you find here has been lost for 150, 200 years. The only thing that's planted is this little half-acre back here that we grew some silver and some silver rings and tokens in. Everything else is natural. Now, I know that everybody is from different states. Your soil is different in each state. I know if you go up to Virginia and Georgia, you get into that red clay, and your relics come out looking kind of crappy. Here it's sand, and this sand preserves relics. So if you dig a bullet or you dig a coin, it's going to come out with the prettiest brown or prettiest green patina that you've ever seen in your life. It's going to look like it was dropped yesterday, but it's been in the ground for 200 years. It's going to blow you away by the patina with this sand. That's one reason I love living here in North Carolina. So holes, this is another one. Please take the time to fill your holes in. Don't just do a little half kick there and act like you're going back in. Actually fill your holes back in. I understand that the property is going to be tilled and disc and all that. So, please be respectful of the landowner and fill your holes back in. Abandoned structures. So there are dozens of abandoned structures on this property. Now these are barns, houses, please do not go inside these houses. Okay, they are very unstable. Don't crawl under them. Don't go in them. You can detect around them, but we don't want anybody falling through the floor. We don't want anybody to get nailed through the foot. So please do not enter these abandoned structures. Lost and found. So under the big white tent here, every year somebody loses pinpointers or detectors or bags or gloves. If you find something, bring it up here to the lost and found, and we'll stick it under the tent, and we'll try to get it back to the owner that it belongs to. I will tell you, I've seen a lot of pinpointers lost since we've been doing this, and my advice to you would be open up the back of your pinpointer cap and put just a little piece of paper with your name inside the cap. So if you lose it, at least we know who you are and we can locate you. I mean, it kind of sucks to lose $150 pinpointer. If you have any broken equipment, if your pull brakes or your arm cuff brakes or anything like that, I'm sure everybody knows that we are selling detectors and gear and accessories and everything back here, so we'll be able to look it up. Now this is another one that might be a touchy subject to some, but after going out west to Wyoming and Montana a couple of times and seeing some of the stuff that I saw, just know that this is the wild, okay? And there are bears here. There are snakes here, okay? If you see a bear, as dumb as it sounds, don't try to take a selfie. Okay? I'm telling you, I went to Wyoming and you should have seen the people out there taking pictures with the buffalo. I mean, it was absolutely insane. Skunks and all, it's crazy. So we have black bears and snakes and coyotes and deer and other small critters here. I think with this, as many people as here, as much noise as you guys be making, you shouldn't have any problems with any kind of critter. The only venomous snakes that we really have to worry about here are rattlesnakes and cottonmouths. You shouldn't see a rattlesnake now, especially not the next couple of days, because it's going to be 50 degrees or better. Now the cottonmouths, they might be out sunning, but they are going to be in low-lying areas like these swamps over here. So just be aware of your surroundings, watch where you step. If you're off in the woods or you're in a wet-lying area, you shouldn't have any problems. Oh, yeah. So I know a lot of you guys from up north have never heard of fire ants. we have these little devil creatures here called fire ants, and you'll see a mound of dirt. Do not step in that mound of dirt, or you will quickly realize why they are called fire ants. They are. I wish they were gone. They are bad little dudes. So the hunt times and rules are denoted on your schedule and your bag. Please don't start before you're supposed to start, and please don't stand on the field after you're supposed to be done. This is another issue that we take very seriously. We do drive around these properties every night. Mr. Russ with First Texas has given us night vision and thermal goggles through Night Owl Optics. So we do ride around at night and we do patrol these fields. And there again, we're not trying to be mean, but if we catch you, your hunt's going to be cut short. So last year we had some guys, some local people, that came out on the property. They were talking junk to some of the participants. Some of the participants talked junk back. If that happens, find one of us with a neon green shirt on and let us know, and we will handle it. We want you guys to be here to have a good time, and we'll handle any kind of situation like that may arise. So equipment, there are several $1 million in farm equipment on this farm. Tractors, bulldozers, backhoes. Again, I know it sounds stupid. Don't get in it and try to be Bob the Builder and go dig in a ditch or try to plow a field. Please stay out of the man's equipment. Tickets, so raffle tickets, tokens, prizes, etc. They will be given away Sunday the 12th at 11 a.m. sharp. Now we will not wait for you to get off these fields. We're going to start giving stuff away at 11. So if you're not here, you just miss out. Now, the raffle tickets, you do not have to be present to win. The only thing that you have to be present to win on is the 50-50. Now, we give you until 5 o'clock to come up and check your ticket to see if you want a detector or a bag or something like that. But if you're here at 5:01, it's forfeited. So just know, so plan accordingly. If you got a mandatory, you might wait for you. Make sure you're up here at 4:59 to check that thing. So directions to the other farm. So this farm here is 3,100 acres, give or take. Directions to the other farm are, there's two ways to get there. Okay, you can go back out here to the blacktop to the stop sign. You can hang a left, go around that curve. The first road to the left is called Bethany Church Road. You can take Bethany Church Road all the way until you hit a stop sign. Once you hit that stop sign, that's called Drawn Road. Okay, from Drawn Road all the way back to Leggett is all of our property. It's all denoted on the map. That farm over there is about 4,300 acres. Or you can go back out here to the blacktop, take a left, and just keep staying on the blacktop until you get to Big Jim's store. Once you get to Big Jim's, everything around Big Jim's is also ours, which is also denoted on the map. So name badges and wristbands. So your name badges must be worn the entire time you are here, either on your chest, on your hat, on your coat, somewhere on your person. Same with wristbands. If you're a guest, you have to have that yellow wristband on. We will be right around checking, so please don't lose it. We don't, as you can see, we had to make 800 of them. I didn't make that, so please don't lose it. Name tag either. Let me take a photo of that.
Free for a few more years. That's great. Free entry, free metal detectors.
So at the end, I don't have his number handy, but I'll give you the medical information here at the end. Everybody needs to put his number in your phone. He is our on-site med guy. He will be riding around in one of the side-by-sides here, and he has a full med kit in the back of his side-by-side. So he has first aid and anything that you will need. And please don't call him for a bee sting, or you stumped your big toe. Only a medical emergency. If you have a heart attack, or you broke a leg, or something life-threatening. So at the end, I'll give you that, because if I log out of here, I'm not going to be able to get back in. So I'll give you his medical information at the very end. So the fines table. So under the tent on the far left side, you will see 6 tables. Now we ask that everybody bring your fines that you have found up here and put them on display. And we do this in every one of our hunts, and this is for several reasons. This is to let everyone here see what is being found off the property. And it also gives American Digger Magazine an opportunity to take photographs of historical relics that come off the property in case they want to put you in a magazine. Now for your fines, when you bring your fines up here, we will give you 3 free raffle tickets for each 3 days. So like tomorrow, if you bring your fines up, we're going to give you 3 raffle tickets. Now those 3 are for tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And you can put them in any detector bucket that you want. So just by bringing your fines up here, you can walk away with a manacle or a dance tube or something of that nature. But please bring your stuff up, even if you think it's insignificant. We would love to see it. Everybody here would love to see it, and so would American Digger. So this is actually not on the schedule, but tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m., if you are new to this hobby and you do not know how to metal detect, and you would like some tips and tricks on how to better your performance, we will have a little quick 30-45 minute seminar up here under the tent, just to try to help you out and to make your game a little bit better. So let me give you the medical information here.
Okay, so that was it for the pre-brief. I guess I can see you guys tomorrow when we start digging.
You guys ready for some funny stuff?
All right, this is what 700 plus people look like on their hands and knees with pinpointers detecting at night.
Plumber's crack festival here.